this Thursday, I applied a regularization program in San Miguel de Allende, Mexico. So now I'm officially Mexican resident. I applied the program by myself without paying a lawyer. Hi everyone, this is Mabel. Welcome to my channel. I think you already know what I'm going to talk about today. My appointment was at 10:30 a.m. And after 7 hours process, I left the IMM office with my temporary resident card at 5:25 p.m. So now I'm officially Mexican resident. So now I will walk you through step by step based on my experience. Attention! This is a temporary program and it may end anytime soon. So if you can do it, then start it as soon as possible. I will split this video into 4 parts. First, what's regularization program? And second, the requirements. The third, my own process. And then the fourth, thoughts. I have my notes with me, so I will walk you through this. Let's jump into it. So first, what is the regularization program? The best explanation I found was on a website named Mexperience. This program is a special program that offers foreigners in Mexico holding an expired visitor permit, which is the FMN card, an opportunity to ask to apply for legal residency in Mexico without having to leave Mexico, which is amazing. Now I'm gonna tell you about my situation. I have visited Mexico 6 times in the past 2 years, including this time. My first enter was in February 2020, and I got stuck here due to pandemic, and I extended my visa back then, so I was staying in Mexico for 10 months about, and then I left but keep coming back. I love Mexico. And the last 5 times, I got 180 days every single time, but this time, they only gave me 96 days. I heard about this program when I was visiting my friend in Playa del Carmen. Back then, the IAM in Playa del Carmen didn't require the length on your FMN card. So my friend recommended me her lawyer. I went there, she checked everything, and then I paid a fee. I got my appointment probably a few days later after I got my appointment. That's a bad news. The lawyer posted a post on the group say that the route change in Playa the government. The people wants to apply this program has to have expire 180 days. So that means I can't continue the process anymore. So I was giving up and then just try to extend my visa. So I was doing research online and trying to figure out how. But the information I found online was very confusing because every office in Mexico, they have a different requirement and policy. This is my situation back then. Okay, now let's jump into the requirements. First, you are currently in Mexico and your FMN tourist cards is expired, which is really important, has to be expired. Second, you must have been in Mexico sometime prior to 2021, which is my case. But also I found some information online shows prior to 2022. So better to check with your local INM office. And also even you already left the country, you can always come back for the process. But as what I said, it's a temporary program. So if you can do it, then do it now. The third basis says you can book your appointment in advance before your card expired. But your appointment must be for a date after your card has expired. And also a lot of places require people who have 180 days FMM. But I would say it's really based on the office. You can check the information I'll paste down below. And it's really confusing. So I would say just bring your document and go there, then check with the officer. And the fourth, financials are not required. Yeah, that's so awesome. Okay, so if you meet these requirements, what are you waiting for? Let's do it. And I already told you about my situation, so it was a little bit tough at the beginning. And I will split my experience to 4 parts. First, how did I get my appointment? Second, what did I prepare? All the paperwork. The third, the process in IMM office. And also the fourth, how much did it cost me? For making your appointment, better to bring your documents with you. I went there twice. The first time I went there with my passport's FMN card, I got there 7:30 and the office opened at 9 a.m. So I waited on the queue for a bit more than 2 hours. Went in, and the officer who was working in the desk is really helpful. She checked my document, go through everything, and then told me that I'd be able to apply the program. Even I only hold 96 days FMN card. She was print out the paper and everything and asked me about my address, which I didn't have at that time. She said I can't get it because I have to have an address. So I left. And then second time I came back with all my documents. This is what you should bring for the appointment. It's my rental, my passport, and my FMN card, and I got there about 7, and then I was the second one. So I got in the office on like 9:30 something. I showed her everything, and she said finally, she gave me the paper, explained what I need to prepare. Then I got my appointment on the 28th of April, which is almost 3 weeks later. So if you can book your appointment as soon as possible, go for it. Prepare the paper. I will make the list and you can take a look. You need to pay 3 fees in total. The first one, you need to pay it before your appointment. Something is really important is that you have to make 2 copies for your receipt of any payments. And then the process. Finally, the day comes. My appointment was at 10:30. I went there 20 minutes in advance for my appointment. I went in at 10:30. I was sitting up there. The place was full. After almost 3 hours, and then was my turn. The officer went through all my documents and asked me questions like how much money I made per month and why I choose to stay longer in Mexico. Even I wrote the letter, but it just processed. He wasn't sure I can be able to apply, so he took my document and then went to other officer. So I just asked me to wait. So I will be sitting there for another hour or 2. And then later, the lady told me that I'd be able to apply. You can choose how many years you want to apply. 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, and then the last option is 4 years. I said 4 years, and then she told me that I need to pay 2 fees. Pay the fee for the visa and the fine. So they told me that I have to go to the bank and pay everything and make a copy. If I can return the same day before 3 p.m., they can help me to get it done. So I went to the city center, pay everything, made a copy. Remember, 2 copy each receipt, and the document they asked me to print out from my passport. And I took a taxi, got back to the office. I handed out my paper and I just wait. So I got there at 2:30 and the office supposed to close at 5. And then when I checked the clock, it's already 4:40 and I got so nervous. Finally, they called my name. I'm the last one. The people are very nice there and they ask you a few questions and also did my photos. Yeah, like 5 minutes later, I got my card. Yeah, so I left the office. I checked the clock. It was 5:25 p.m. It was late, but I'm so glad it's over. Okay, now jumping to the question everybody curious. How much did it cost me? So I put the list and also the money I need to pay here. So third one is the fine, which is really expensive. Face a different office and also how many days you overstay. Okay, there's one thing is not good about this area because my friend did hers in Playa. She only paid about 2,800 pesos, but I only expired for 17 days and I paid 8,660 pesos for the fine. But I left no choice because my case is a little bit special. A lot of people told me that I needed to have 180 days FMN, which I don't have. So I think this is the only chance. I have to take it anyway. So if you have 180 days, maybe you should avoid San Miguel de Allende. I was thinking, oh my God, they charged me so much. But and then I talked to other people and they also pay almost the same amount as me. There's a person there, his FMN only expired for like 4 days. He paid 8,100 something pesos, which is, so I was like, cannot complain. Now jump into the fourth, the thoughts. A lot of people might wonder, should I hire a lawyer or should I do it by myself? If you don't speak any Spanish, you don't have a time to wait on the line, few hours for appointments. And also you don't know what to prepare and how to prepare. I will say yes, go for a lawyer. Hiring a lawyer in Mexico is not crazy expensive. So if you think it's worth it and then you don't want to deal with all the things like that, and then why not? By the way, my friend who did her process in Playa del Carmen area, she paid less than me, include the lawyer fee. So I would say like if you in somewhere else, you don't want to go through all of that, go for a lawyer. But I would say I'm really happy I did by myself. I only speak a little bit Spanish, but I made it. The information out there is just so confusing. Because I went through the process by myself, so I kind of understand what to do, how to do. It's a new thing. It's just so excited. Even it was like headache and then, but I did it. And also it's just a life experience for me. So I'm really happy. Thank you for watching, and I hope this video can give you some tips and can help you. If you have any questions, you can comment down below. Thank you. Ciao.